You've also got to understand the court system. And very often, people misplace it. For example, there was a decision out of a judge in Manitoba, and he said, no, what the government's doing is okay, not breaking the Constitution, not even the Charter of Rights and Freedoms. No, no. And his name, his title was Judge of the Queen's Bench. Okay? He was the Judge of the Queen's Bench of the Supreme Court of Manitoba. Now, I'd say 90% of the people who heard that, they would say, oh, man, he's some big Judge of the Queen's Bench, right? The Supreme Court of Manitoba. And you would just assume he was the top judge in Manitoba. A natural kind of conclusion to come to with that kind of title. He's not. There's one judge above him called the Appeal Court Judge. Same way in British Columbia, same way in all the provinces. So be very careful when you hear some of these decisions that have been made. Most of them are made by lower court judges. We haven't seen it happen yet in the appeal court, any of the big issues. We haven't seen it in any of the 10 appeal courts. Nor, of course, have we seen it in the Supreme Court of Canada. It's got to go through that process, right? Up through to the appeal court, then to the Supreme Court of Canada. And so be very careful when you hear people talking about that, because I'm still, that's why I'm on my feet right now. I'm still saying there's a chance for us to win. I'm still saying there's a chance for us to win. Now, the big difference is that, as we said earlier about the judges, so what the judges have got to hear from is people like us. The more of us that get up and get organized and get heard by the judges, both at the appeal court level in British Columbia and on all the provinces and the Supreme Court, the more chance we'll get a fair hearing when the issue ends up there. But if everybody remains complacent, the judges are going to say, well, what do I do here now? Right? And they will not be such friends to the law as the judges were in 1981. So it's extremely important that when you leave here this evening, that you become engaged with your friends and your neighbors who are think like you, and organize and get onto your MLAs and your MPs, and don't leave them alone. Don't leave them alone. And if you can get some media, all the better. We have to demonstrate to the media and to the government that we're not going to sit idly by and watch our rights and freedoms go down the drain. Because, ladies and gentlemen, if they go down the drain now, we'll never get them back. Because guess what will happen? The next time, it'll be easier to declare a state of emergency, and they'll have this as a precedent, and the judges will have to look at that precedent to decide, and therefore there'll be no more Charter of Rights and Freedoms, okay? So this is the most crucial time that Canada has faced since 1867, because things that we fought for and got in 1981 are now being robbed and taken away from us. And we must not allow that to happen in our nation, and it's up to you and me to see that it doesn't happen.